Hello everyone and welcome back to Sonic Rumble Player Spotlights. Today's Player Spotlight features Silver Venice, better known as Goose in the Sonic Rumble official Discord server. So let's go ahead and hop right into the interview. So, hop into things. How long have you been a Sonic fan and what's your history with Sonic?
I've been like a fan of Sonic back then, but I've never delved too much into it. It's like a short phase when I was a kid, but then after like the second movie came out, Sonic Movie 2, that's where I started to explore more of the franchise, and Silver dragged me into it. I don't know, I suddenly get more interested in the franchise despite like, you know, I can't play a lot of the games. So I mostly just play the Sonic games available on my phone because I really can't afford other consoles, that's all. So it's nice that there's a game like Sonic Rumble for me to play in.
You said that Silver brought you in, so I'm assuming for your first like acknowledgement of Sonic was probably Sonic 2006.
Oh, yeah, it was. I guess it was.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, after the movie, I watched like Sonic videos at first on YouTube. I stumbled upon Chalmix's video, and he mentioned how Sonic 06 is like a terrible game. And so like when I was a kid, I used to watch cutscenes of Sonic 2006. I didn't know it was supposed to be a terrible game, so you know, I was shocked that it was.
Well, I mean, hey, look, I mean, Sonic 06, to a technical standpoint, is a failure. 100%. A failure of a game.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, I was most certainly in that, like, place as well, where I played the game and I didn't like it. I will say, going back and replaying it recently, I've actually had a lot of fun going back and revisiting it. I don't know what it is about it, but there was something there that like clicked with me.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't mean to become a Sonic 06 apologist, but I am now, so.
Of course.
And I know that you said that you have been playing Rumble recently, really getting into it. How did you come about Rumble? Like, how did you learn about Sonic Rumble?
Actually, I played Sonic Rumble since it's like a pre-test 1 when it first released in the Philippines, because I'm from the Philippines, so like I played the game. Yeah,
so you've been here since pre-season 1.
Yeah.
How did you come across Rumble? Like, were you scrolling through social media, or did you just like stumble across the announcement post?
Oh, definitely. I definitely just, you know, scroll through Twitter, and then I just suddenly see Sonic Rumble post saying that, hey, it released in the Philippines, and so, you know, I got excited. I downloaded the game. It's like, I don't know, I crashed out a lot on Twitter. I was screaming that it released first in my country, because I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it cared.
No, I mean, I feel like that's valid. I know a lot of countries don't get first access to most major titles like that, so I'm sure it was a pretty exciting moment.
Of course, and I also like got more excited when I saw the fact that Silver also got his 2 stickers. I posted it on Twitter about it, but yeah, that's all.
I know you mentioned Silver here.
Yeah, of course.
And you've mentioned Silver a lot.
Of course.
With my own assumption that this next question's answer would probably be different. What's your favorite character to play as in Sonic Rumble?
I don't know. It's probably Zavok.
Oh yeah, everyone loves Zavok.
Of course.
We don't. We're just saying that for Lethal's amusement. We don't. So just your top 3. Your top 3.
Top 3?
Because we already know it's Silver. yeah, your top 3 characters that you play as.
Oh, top 3. Oh no.
Is it just Silver? Or do you just, is that it? You just load up the game and pick Silver and that's it?
No, I first played as Amy, that's all. Yeah, I first played as Amy.
You first played as Amy and then you unlock Silver and you just didn't touch anyone else. The dedication for Silver the Hedgehog. Sega, you better give this character some actual lore.
For real. But also, like, there's also a thing I do when I invite someone to play with me. I also play as their character. So, since I used to play a lot with Enmuriko, I guess Tails, I play Tails a lot. And then Shadow. That's.
A lot of people that I talk to about favorite characters to play as, it's been Shadow or Tails and another character. It really highlights how much popularity these characters have.
Yeah, there's a lot of Shadow and Tails players in the game. So, like, I always wanted to be top rank in the leaderboards because there isn't that much Silver players who was top ranked.
What would you say, as of right now in the game, is your favorite stage?
Favorite stage? Ooh, that's pretty easy. I really like Sky Sanctuary Run. Yeah, I like that map a lot. I guess it's because it's, an actual race. I just find it a lot of fun.
The stage is a lot more vertical. It's not more so just a straight line. There are things you have to do to maintain the speed.
Yeah, pretty much. I also really like Green Hill Ring Battle.
Oh, the one with the Death Egg robot.
Yeah, where you have to rob his rings.
I love that one, but also I have such a hatred for it because I always get knocked off.
No, I understand that. I kind of don't like that there's a red star chance in Green Hill Ring Battle. I just think it's unnecessary and unfair.
It is. The challenges are getting challenging, which I do appreciate because I remember a few times going through the challenges. It's just like, okay, like that was nothing. We talked about your favorite character to play as, your favorite stage. What is your current rank right now, and are you aiming for anything in particular?
I'm currently rank 28, but maybe after this recording, I'll grind and maybe get a much higher rank. I didn't rank so much this season due to the fact, I'm in school. I gotta focus on that. And I really want to aim in the top 10s, maybe in next season.
As we know, the global launch for Rumble is spring. So I guess the assumption is that next season will be when everyone in the world is allowed to finally play this. Do you think it'll be more challenging for you to climb up the ranks because of that?
I'm not sure. But I don't think so, because, everyone is just starting out in global, and I already got like 4 seasons of upgrading bonuses that, I could climb up in the ranks. But maybe in like the second season, when global launch, the second season, it's gonna get a lot more challenging, I feel like.
So would you say that you're a competitive player?
Oh, I definitely am. I definitely am a competitive player. I get mad when I lose, so yeah.
Well, hopefully me accidentally targeting you with the homing attack doesn't upset you that much. I do apologize if I've ever done that. No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't get mad when some people hit me. There are genuinely times where I'm trying to use the dash attack to boost myself forward, and there'll just be some random person that gets targeted, and it's like, no!
Oh, me too. Oh, I hate that. They should make like a separate item where you just use it as a boost rather than without the attacking. I think that would be nice. Not the speed shoes, I meant just like the red star.
Oh, okay. I got you. I know what yeah, I get it. You can homing attack, but it's not going to attack anyone.
Yeah, because it's you can boost up in the air too, and you can do nice skips with that.
So that leads to this next question, which is a perfect transition. as we're already pretty much talking about it. With you being a competitive person, are there any tips or tricks that you could give to people wanting to take the game more competitively when they're able to finally get access to the game, or people who already are playing the game right now?
I mean, the simple way to say it's like play more of the game, just practice, and like getting to know more of people, because a lot of the tricks that I know, I got it from the people I played with. I guess a trick that I could say is that in some stages you can just farm the rings. You can get a lot of rings doing that way because the bots doesn't even cross the finish line. You can just farm rings in some of the stages and it gets you to 1k rings. That's what a lot of people did in Sky Sanctuary, the airplane one. I'm not sure what it's, destroy the balloons.
No, I know which one you're talking. I think that's run 2.
But I guess, yeah, that's all.
When it comes to this game in particular, I know that a lot of people, especially with the race stages, they're like, oh, okay, the idea is that I'm the first one there, so if I get there first, then maybe I'll have more rings than everybody else. Whereas, what you're suggesting is maybe it would be in your best interest to kind of lay back from the competition and collect as many rings as you possibly could and then catch back up.
Yeah, I feel like I'm giving a tip on how to cheat the game.
It's technically not a cheat because, the matter of the fact is a lot of people that go into this game, especially in a competitive mindset, may forget that the ring count is the thing that matters, not the actual stage score.
Oh yeah, I guess I should also say this. I don't see a lot of new players do this in Frozen Factory Hunt, right? The one with where you slide, is it right?
Yes, that's the hunt, the hunt stage.
Yeah, where some people just doesn't hit the golden badniks and just wait until the gate is opened. Don't do that.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is a bot, maybe it's not a bot, but there are certain people that when they're playing, their main goal is always, I've got to be in front.
So yeah, you also should get some rings too. Not just go to the first place. Because, if you get enough rings, and even though you're not first place, you're still going to be first place because you got a lot of rings in that stage.
I definitely agree with that. That's a good tip and a good trick for people who are looking to become more competitive or just aiming to at least get one first place every now and then.
And also to just socialize with people. You can learn a lot of good tricks with them. Not a lot of people just share their own tricks. You just gotta watch them play it.
Yeah, and that is also another good thing, especially if you are falling behind in a game, or maybe even playing a game with a high level player you don't even know it. Just try and pay attention to what other players are doing around you. Moving on from that, we do have our last question here. Kind of weird asking it here because you kind of answered it a little bit earlier on without knowing, which isn't a big issue. But if there is one thing you could suggest or provide feedback to the devs about, what would it be?
I guess to optimize the mid-tier device better. I'm not sure what happened, but this season the lagging becomes a lot worse. The desync, it's become a lot worse.
Right, you got disconnected a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, pre-season 0 and pre-season 1, I played just fine. Like, there isn't that much troubles, and then suddenly, the rings just goes to a different person. Even though I hit the chest, someone else got the red star instead. It gets frustrating, but that's why you get delayed. That's why you get delayed after all. It's fine if they delayed the game just to optimize.
I appreciate them delaying it just so they can optimize it for stuff like that. I think I do remember them saying that they were looking into mid-tier devices, so hopefully that is something that does get addressed.
In a Pocket Gamer article. I wish they could have said it instead in social media, because there's a lot of angsty people wanting to play the game right now. Yeah,
that article did not get shared around very much from what I saw.
They should communicate better with the community. Just say why there's a delay rather than just informing it in an article.
For anybody outside of just not knowing how game development works, there I mean, I know waiting for a game that you desperately want to play is like the worst thing ever, but like, give it time. You let the devs do what they want to do, because it's not just optimization, it's they're adding more modes to it as well. You know, we got ranked coming out soon, as well as character abilities, which I'm very curious of how that's gonna tie into things, and then the cruise feature.
I think Silver's gonna have a shield in character abilities, because they mention a lot
that would be very interesting, but also I feel like Silver would become even more hated.
It's okay, at least there's a reason why I should continue playing as Silver. Yeah, I do think he's gonna have a shield, really, because they mention a lot about his barrier move, and like, yeah, I can see them adding that to the game.
Alright, so this has been Goose. I much appreciated for tagging along for this small little player spotlight.
Unrelated, but I have one more to say. My original username in Rumble is supposed to be Goose, but I don't know what happened, but it got declined. I'm not sure why it got declined. I keep trying to find loopholes on getting my username in the game, but you know, invalid string, they won't let me, so I just use Silver.
I'm not sure what would be the issue with that, but that is interesting.
The username is so strict. Why can't I name myself an animal? It's not even like a real name, a real person name.
It's like, am I gonna not be allowed to call myself Duck?
Yeah.
So be sure to go drop Goose here a follow, and hopefully you'll see them in game.
Yeah, and I'll target you in the game.
Again, I want to thank Goose so much for sitting in for the Sonic Rumble Player Spotlight. And if there is anyone else in the Player Spotlight series you would like to see featured, please let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep with more Sonic Rumble content, or just Sonic content in general. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.